Gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Keller, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I would like to thank the witnesses for being here today. The United States Energy Information Administration reports that domestic energy production has grown substantially in the past decade, largely thanks to investments in hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling. Since 1990, the oil and gas industry in America has reduced methane emissions by 23%, while simultaneously increasing production by 71%. As of 2019, petroleum and natural gas make up nearly 70% of the energy we use annually. The area that I represent in northeastern and north central Pennsylvania produces up to 10% of the nation's dry natural gas on any given day, contributing an enormous amount of our economic activity, job growth, and energy savings to our local communities. By contrast, and despite billions of dollars in taxpayer-funded subsidies, renewable energy share of the consumption market has grown by only 4% in the past 60 years. America cannot just simply shift from fossil fuels to renewables via sweeping federal mandates. The result would be a significant loss of jobs and more reliance on foreign energy to power our lives. Proposals such as the Green New Deal would necessitate significant increases in renewable energy such as hydroelectric, solar, and wind. However, according to the American Energy Alliance, the entire world does not have the mining ability to produce the required materials. Additionally, the Election Power Institute expects the price of electricity to at least double as a result of President Biden's energy policies. It is clear that America's energy independence will require an all-of-the-above approach to energy that employs renewables such as wind, solar, hydroelectric to complement fossil fuels. Which leads me into questions. Mr. Hawkins, can you discuss how proposals like the Green New Deal and other federal mandates would impact economically distressed communities?
Again, the primary negative impact will be in the cost and the taxes that will be required to foot that bill. So you're looking at estimates depending on how you specifically interpret that proposal. You're looking at a cost at between $3 and $6 trillion. Significant tax increases, and again, those are overlaid on folks that are already seeing significantly higher energy costs, significantly higher gas prices, and inflation across the board. Almost, again, like a 12% sales tax implemented from Congress.
Okay, thank you. And U.S. CO2 emissions are declining, while emissions from China, India, and other nations are increasing. And President Biden, as one of his first acts after being inaugurated, got us back into the Paris Climate Accords. Any of the other nations in the Paris Climate Accords, have they met the CO2 emissions and anything that they were supposed to meet as a result of those Paris Climate Accords?
Not to my knowledge.
Not anywhere that I've been able to find either. So, just looking at that, it's an important point to make that while nations that are going to be allowed to pollute more aren't doing it as well as we are here in America, which is certainly not going to help our environment globally and help it here in the United States either. Do you believe that the proposals like the American Jobs Plan, Paris Climate Accords, and others designed to curb emissions will put the U.S. at an economic disadvantage? Absolutely. Okay, and anything to elaborate on why you believe that?
Right, and so again, it's based on a hostility towards an all-of-the-above energy approach. So all of us want energy that is more secure, more affordable to folks in distressed communities, but also cleaner. And so we were moving consistently in that direction on all those fronts. you know, with a policy that was more oriented towards an all-of-the-above approach and public-private partnerships. And so my fear would be that a government-led approach where you're picking winners and losers, particularly favoring elements of clean energy that do not account for a significant portion of our energy production by megawatt, you know, could be very damaging. And again, the cost and the taxes necessary and that tax burden overlaid on an already overburdened American people would be devastating.
I think also to note would be the critical minerals that would be needed to be mined to produce the batteries and so forth and so on for all the electricity and the switch to the Green New Deal.
Absolutely.
The
Thank you.
gentleman's time has expired.